Hi everyone. Our upcoming masterclass, this time on Mindvalley Academy, is something a little bit unique. I'm going to be talking about a topic which I don't normally publicly speak about much. Half the people in the world would probably tell me that I'm kind of crazy when I talk about these things. It's something I call bending reality. It's a personal belief which I have, which some people share, but some people might not. And so because I hang out with a lot of people in Silicon Valley and engineering circles, I don't typically speak about this openly. But I do with close friends and in mastermind groups. Now, because I just launched an Amazon #1 bestseller in May and get a lot of enthusiastic feedback about this book, I decided that I will openly this time talk about this topic honestly, deeply, and in detail. The topic is called bending reality, and it's basically my key philosophy for success. See, when it comes to success in your career, in your business, in life, I don't believe it's just about your degree or your intelligence or the people you know. It's about something much deeper. And in the research I did for my book, in the 10 years building up Mindvalley, as I spoke to billionaires, scientists, people who are doing extraordinary work in the world, I realized that there was something else about them that was the key determinant of their success. See, I believe consciousness creates our world. I call this act of having our consciousness create our world the act of bending reality. And for the last 25 years of my life, since I was 14 years old, I've been experimenting with this and experimenting. And now I've reached a stage where I'm able to make seemingly easy synchronicities and coincidences and luck happen in my life. I believe I can control luck. I believe I can shift reality, shift the world, or bend it, for lack of a better word, to give me what I want, to make my goals, my desires, my ambitions come true. And I believe the primary reason I've been able to attain everything I've been able to attain, from starting festivals like A-Fest, companies like Mindvalley, businesses around the world, having a best-selling book, is this fact of bending reality. And I've always kept it to myself until Walter Isaacson wrote the book Steve Jobs. Now in that book, Isaacson mentioned the word bend reality 3 times in reference to Steve Jobs. And I realized that there are other people in the world out there who seem to have the same ability. Then I stumbled upon the book Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. And Yogananda spoke about the same thing. He said our consciousness creates our world, and with the right training, you can develop the ability to shift the world with your mind. Interestingly enough, Steve Jobs and Yogananda have a connection. See, when Steve Jobs passed away in his final month, his biographer, Walter Isaacson, asked Steve Jobs for his iPad to see what book Steve Jobs carries with him. Autobiography of a Yogi was the only book on Jobs' iPad. Jobs read that book every year. And at Jobs' funeral, that book was given away to every guest. So, whether it's Paramahansa Yogananda, a mystic from India, or Steve Jobs, a modern revolutionary from Silicon Valley, we find that common thread. Many of the world's biggest, most influential people seem to have the ability to shift the world to their desires. This is what we're going to talk about. Now, I believe anyone can do this, but it's not the basic stuff that you might have watched in movies like The Secret. I'm not really a fan of that. That's kindergarten stuff. It goes so much deeper than that. In this masterclass, we're going to talk about this particular level of consciousness where you bend reality, how we evolved into different levels of consciousness, how you can guide yourself into that evolution, and at each level you can shift in a different way and affect the world around you in a different way. We're going to talk about inner beliefs, unseen beliefs, unconscious beliefs, how all of these work and come together. We're going to talk about the impact of group consciousness, the impact of societal consciousness on the reality that you're seeking to bend. We're going to teach you techniques to play around and affect your brainwaves, because I've studied with several scientists and there is a correlation between brainwave activity and your ability to alter reality. So what I'm talking about is controversial, but I've been studying it for 25 years and I've reached the stage where I can do this with precision and get incredible results. And I know I can teach other people to do this as well. So if you're interested in things such as, for lack of a better word, law of attraction, manifesting, this is going to be one of the most advanced trainings you've ever experienced on this subject. Everything I know, I'm going to share. So don't miss this masterclass, because this is one of those skills which can change and completely impact everything about your world, how you see the world, your role in it, how you function, your vision for your future, and most importantly, your confidence and ability in making that vision come true for yourself and the people you care about. I'll see you on this class.